Good morning, friends. Today we are going to discuss something about the adjusting entries. Adjusting entries are passed at the end of the year, or I would say at the end of the specific period when the financials are being prepared or the final accounts are prepared. There are four types of main concepts which we would like to cover up in this session: income and expenditure. But income need not be received exactly on due date, expenses need not be paid exactly on due date. So there are two possibilities in case of income, or I would say more appropriately three possibilities. Income can be received exactly on the due date, number one. Income can be received before the due date, number two. And income is received after the due date, number three. Similarly, in case of expenses also, expenses can be paid exactly on due date, expenses can be paid before due date, and expenses can be paid after the due date. When we talk about income and expenses, due date is nothing but the date on which you are supposed to incur that expenditure or you are supposed to get that receipt. So you are supposed to generate the income or you are supposed to incur the expenditure on that particular specific date. But it is not necessary that you will enter into the transaction on the same date which is being fixed. There could be some reason because of which either it is preponed or it is postponed. And if it is preponed, there are different set of entries. If it is postponed, there are different set of entries. Remember, expenses which are paid before due date or expenses not due but paid are known as prepaid expenses. And expenses which are paid after the due date, that is expenses due but not paid on the due date, are known as outstanding expenses. Similarly, in case of income, the income which is received before due date, income not due but received, is known as income received in advance or pre-received income. And similarly, income which is not received on due date, it is due but not received, is known as outstanding income. So something you have to remember, something which you have to link up is nothing but the connection with the due date. If it is paid or received before due date, the nomenclature changes as per the income or expenditure. And if it is paid or received after due date, similarly the nomenclature changes. Only thing, the normal routine journal entry is passed when the income is received exactly on dot due date or the expenses are paid exactly on dot due date.